Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts collection overview video. And today, by request, I am doing my Hanna-Barbera collection overview. And I want to give a shout out to D-Man85. He's the one that requested this video, and he's been leaving me really nice comments, and I really appreciate that. So D-Man, this is for you. I hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it. So I do have these alphabetized, and I have one full shelf, and I have some Scooby-Doo stuff up here. I'm going to get all this in one video, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit fast. But, okay, let me see here. First one is the Addams Family, and this came out in 1992. It ran till 1993, and it's 21 episodes. So it's kind of one of their more modern cartoons, even though that's almost 30 years ago. But the next one is The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan from 1972, 16 episodes. Try to get that glare off of there. Next one is Adam Ant from 1965, and it ran through 1966. It was 26 episodes. I'll tell you some of my favorites when I come across them, and this is one that I grew up with. This show was in syndication for many years, but in actuality it only had 38 episodes. So it seemed like it had way more because it was always on TV. But that is the Banana Splits from 1968. And it ran through 1970. Very fun show. It was mixed with live action, puppetry, and animation also. It's a really good show. It's a little dated when you go back and watch these. You know, it's very 70s, but I like that. I kind of like getting into that throwback mode, you know. So the next one is Birdman and the Galaxy Trio from 1967. No matter which way I go, I get a glare. It's a little bit overcast here today in Wisconsin, so I have the lights on, the ceiling lights, and I have a flash on my camera, so just trying to get the best angle for these. But Birdman came out in 1967, and it ran for 20 episodes. And this is one of the first pressings. They came in like this cardboard slip box. And then later, and what they do now is they put them out in these, they're really dusty, black emery cases for the DVDs, and now they're actually starting to release Blu-rays, so that's great. But this is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids, the complete series, from 1973 to 74. It only lasted for 13 episodes. Then we have Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos. This might be the shortest cartoon in existence. It only lasted for 5 episodes. And that was in 1986. Just one that sounds interesting to me is The Island of the Walking Dead. Those are the 5 episodes you can get in this little set, if you want to call it a set. So the next one is Clue Club. Kind of a Scooby-Doo ripoff. You know, they're driving around trying to solve mysteries, and they have dogs. So, but it's a fun cartoon. I like that cover too. I like the color of it. And this only ran for 16 episodes in 1976. But that is a pretty cool cover. I like that purple. One of the most famous villains in the Hanna-Barbera catalog is Dick Dastardly and his laughing dog Wutley. And this is Dastardly and Wutley in their flying machines, the complete series. And this came out in 1969. It was 20 episodes. This is a cartoon called Devlin, and they were cashing in on the popularity of Evel Knievel back then. Devlin came out in 1974. It was 16 episodes. Next one is a really good show. I love Dragon's Lair. And this came out in 1984, a year after the game came out. The arcade game was very popular. So Hanna-Barbera jumped on that and ran this cartoon from 84 to 85. It was only 13 episodes, and the animation was by Don Bluth, who is a genius. And I heard that they're coming out with a movie in 2021 for Dragon's Lair, so I'm really looking forward to that. So up next after Dragon's Lair is Drac Pack, the complete series. And this was a nice little show too. It was a 3-disc set. Came out in 1980. I think it only had 16 episodes. Usually that's a normal run for a cartoon that doesn't get picked up. It's usually like 13 to 16 episodes. A lot of these had that same amount. Here's another good one, The Dukes. They cashed in on the popularity of the television show, which was great. I loved it. And this came out in 1983. It's 20 episodes. There you can see the General Lee, the Duke Boys, Uncle Jesse, Daisy, Boss Hogg, Cletus. I forgot what the dog's name was. But that was a good show. The animated and the TV show was really good too. Next one is Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, 1966 through 1968. It was 18 episodes. Next one is the Funky Phantom, kind of another Scooby-Doo type ripoff. Kids going around trying to solve mysteries, and there's ghosts and stuff like that. Good show though. I mean, I'm not knocking it down because I think it's a good show. And this one came out in 1971, and it was only 17 episodes. Here's Gaultar and the Golden Lance, and this was kind of a Thundar the Barbarian ripoff. I love that color scheme though. I think it's great. Gaultar came out in 1985, 21 episodes. Fun little adventure type cartoon. Did I already say Goober and the Ghost Chasers? I don't think I did. There's so many ripoffs of Scooby-Doo. So this is Goober and the Ghost Chasers. And it came out in 1973. It was 16 episodes. So I'm going to do something really quick here, just to kind of show you guys. Here. And here. All three of these shows were pretty much Scooby-Doo ripoffs, but they each had their own flavor to it. So it wasn't an exact clone. It was just had a lot of similarities. And I do recommend all three of those. If you like Scooby-Doo, I think you will like these two. So get that back in there. Next one. This one is a very 70s, late 60s, 70s vibe to it. It's called Help. It's the Hair Bear Bunch. And these bears are always trying to escape the zoo, and they always fail. And it's pretty funny. It's a good show. Came out in 1971, and it had 16 episodes. Here's one of my favorites, the Herculoids. It's a 2-disc set. Beautiful cover. There's a lot of really cool monsters. It's a kind of a horror sci-fi type cartoon. It's really, really good. This came out in 1967. It was 19 episodes. I recommend that one. Hong Kong Phooey, voiced by the great Scatman Crothers. That's the complete series, all 31 episodes from 1974 to 1975. So that is Hong Kong Phooey. Next one up is called Inch High Private Eye. This is probably one of my least favorite cartoons in the collection, but I still enjoy it. Came out in 1973 and it was 13 episodes. The next one is Jabberjaw, a big great white shark who plays music underwater with his friends. And this came out in 1976. It was 16 episodes. And we have a classic. This is one of my favorites. This is Jonny Quest, the complete first season. This is the original Jonny Quest cartoon. There's a couple of kind of remakes. I'll show those in a minute. But this is the 1964 and 65 Jonny Quest. And this little box set has 26 episodes in it. Then in the 80s, they came out with Jonny Quest, the complete 80s collection, and I think that came out in 1985 or 86, I think. And I don't remember how many episodes this one had. It'll probably say up on here. I'm guessing it was probably 13. Yeah, it says it right there, 13 episodes. And then they revived it again, and this is called Jonny Quest, The Real Adventures. This is 13 episodes. This is season 1, volume 1. But I do believe for the entire run, it ran from 96 to 97, I think, and there was 52 episodes total for this revival. But I only have just that one, season 1. Here's a live action Hanna-Barbera show. This was called Korg, 70,000 BC. And this came out in 1974, had 19 episodes. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. It reminds me, it's like a live action version of, let me see if I can find this. We'll get to this in a little bit, but these two are very similar. Korg, 70,000 BC is very much like Valley of the Dinosaurs. Has that same kind of vibe to it. The next one, where did we leave off at? Quickie Koala. Quickie Koala show. This is another one that's kind of like one of my least favorites. And Quickie Koala came out in 1981. It ran through 1982. It was only 16 episodes. Next one is Lippy the Lion and Hardy Har Har from 1962. These were really short cartoons. There's 54 episodes in here, but the cartoons were only a couple minutes long. They were kind of filler cartoons in between other shows. Mel Blanc voices in here. He's always, and Dawes Butler. These guys are legends. But this was a fun little cartoon. Next one's called Loopy De Loop. And this one came out in 1969, 48 episodes. Again, they were like micro cartoons, really short. Here's our favorite gorilla, Magilla Gorilla. He loved Mr. Peebles, but Mr. Peebles was always trying to sell him. But I think deep down in Mr. Peebles' heart, he loved the big guy too. So Magilla came out in 1964 and it ran through 1967. It's 31 episodes. It says 23 on here, but I don't know which episodes I'm missing because the entire run was 31. I can't remember if they revived this cartoon at some point. They may have. Next one is Mighty Dick and the Mighty Mightor. I'm sorry, let me redo that. Moby Dick and the Mighty Mightor. And this one came out in 1967 through 69. It was 18 episodes. Another kind of a sci-fi, kind of a barbarian style cartoon. Magic and dragons and stuff like that. It's really cool. And then Moby Dick was the big whale who was friends with these two young travelers. Another one I highly recommend. I think this show is brilliant. It's called The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and this is live action mixed with animation. It's so good. It's really good. Ted Cassidy was in here quite a bit. He was the villain in this show. It was really well done. The storylines were really cool. The writing was good for this show. And that came out, let me see, that came out in 1969. It ran for 20 episodes. This one I got at a flea market or a rummage sale, I can't remember, and it was only like $5 because I'm not really the biggest Penelope Pitstop fan, but it's cool to have it in the collection. And this is not the best copy. There's a little bit of damage, but for $5 I bought it. And this is 17 episodes from the original TV show, which lasted from 1969 to 71. Oh, my stuff is pretty dusty. Here's Peter Potamus. I used to watch this as a young child. And this one came out in 1964. It lasted for 27 episodes, but they're kind of short episodes. The Roman Holidays. This was another short-lived cartoon. This one came out in 1972, and it only lasted for 13 episodes. A fun little adventure type cartoon. Sea Lab 2020 from 1972, 13 episodes. The Secret Squirrel Show, which came out in 1965, and it ran for 28 episodes. What was the little sidekick's name? I forget. Morocco Mole. That's a secret squirrel and Morocco Mole. That's it. Here's one of my favorites. This is a great cartoon. Shazam, the complete series. 1967 to 69. It lasted 18 episodes. And this is really good. I enjoy this one. And I have Space Ghost and Dino Boy, which came out in 1968. And this is the complete 20-episode collection on 2 discs. This one was very pricey and very hard to find. This is one of the original releases with the cardboard slip, or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a digipack style. And I remember seeing this one go for like $100 for a while, and they must have printed a bunch more because this is very affordable now. But they also came out with the Blu-ray. So you'd be better off getting the Blu-ray now at this point than instead of spending your money on the DVD. But yeah, this just recently came out, and I heard that they're going to release a couple more Blu-rays. They're going to start releasing them. So I think Thundar the Barbarian is... I think you could pre-order that now on Amazon. I think it's coming out very soon too. So the next one is called Space Stars, and this is kind of a variety show because you get, it says it's featuring Space Ghost, the Herculoids, Astro and the Space Mutts, and Teen Force. And you can see all the cast of characters there on the front. It looks like it's kind of blurry. I don't know what happened to my focus here. But this one came out in 1981, and there's 66 episodes on here. These are just little micro cartoons. And we have everybody's favorite automobile, and that is Speed Buggy. Came out in 1973, 16 episodes. It's a 4-disc set. This one was fun. I remember watching this. They did a crossover a couple times with Scooby-Doo. I thought those were great too. And that is the Super Globetrotters. From 1979, it lasted 13 episodes. This one here is probably my favorite on this whole shelf. My favorite Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and that's Thundar the Barbarian. This is the complete 4-disc set. This was the first Hanna-Barbera DVD I bought. So I really enjoyed the show. From 1980 to 81, 21 episodes. It was really good. There was so much, I mean, everything was so cool. There was really cool monsters and weapons and sound effects. It was an excellent cartoon. And this is one of my favorites too. And we just talked about this moments ago, but this is Valley of the Dinosaurs. Definitely, it's a must own in your collection. Came out in 1974. It was 16 episodes. This is called Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, the complete first season. And this was more or less kind of a social commentary type cartoon. It touched on things like politics and religion, and it showed divisiveness in this cartoon because, you know, the father had certain beliefs. I'm not going to get into all the why and how, but the father had certain beliefs and the kids had a completely different belief. So there was kind of tension in every episode. And this was in the late 60s, I think. Let me double check that. 72 to 74, and it's 48 episodes. trying to figure out why my phone looks like it's blurry. Here's Wally Gator, always trying to escape the zoo. And he came out in 1962, and there's 53 episodes. He was always getting foiled. He was always trying to get out of the zoo and escape, but he always got stuck, and that's where he stayed, in the zoo. Here's Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. This is a 3-disc set, complete series. And this came out in 1974 to 75, and it was 13 episodes, I believe. Yes, right. I don't know why my phone's not. Okay, I stopped for a moment to figure out why my phone was blurry. I cleaned it up a little bit. It seems like it's a lot better now. So I think we left off at Wally Gator. Here's Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. Always a fun show. And this one came out in 1974 to 75, 13 episodes. I don't remember if we just did that one. I thought we did Wally Gator. If I did that twice, I apologize. Next one's called Where's Huddles? So many excellent voice actors. Where's Huddles came out in 1978. It only lasted for 13 episodes. I don't really have a lot of memories about that cartoon, so I can't really speak about it. This is a good one. The Space Cadets and Young Samson 4-disc set. I think this one is definitely worthy of a purchase. Add this to your collection. And this came out in 1967. And it was 20 episodes right there. And we got one more for this shelf, and then we'll get into actually 2 more. I have one sitting there that didn't fit. This is kind of like a little variety DVD. They're calling it the Hanna-Barbera Specials Collection, and in this collection you get the adventures of Robin Hood, Nick, Oliver and the Artful Dodger. I couldn't see that because the sticker was there. The Last of the Curlews, the Three Musketeers, and Cyrano. And I'm trying to see what the running time is. I think it's pretty short. Well, actually, no, it's 256 minutes. That's pretty significant. That's a nice little collection piece right there. And then they also had another kind of a variety DVD for Christmas, for the holidays. You can get The Town Santa Forgot, A Christmas Story, and Casper's First Christmas. So going up here, we will get to the Scooby-Doo stuff. And this is the original. Let me see if I can rig that so it doesn't fall over. So these are, I don't have a lot of room here, but the complete first and second season. Believe it or not, Scooby-Doo only lasted for 3 seasons, the original Scooby-Doo, and it was only 25 episodes. And that's season 1 and 2. Here's season 3. And we have the new Scooby-Doo movies. And What's New Scooby-Doo, season 1. What's New Scooby-Doo, season 2. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, the complete series. Season 1 of Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated, 4 discs, 26 episodes. Scooby-Doo Winter Wonder Dog. A couple of Blu-rays here. We have the Scooby-Doo Almost Complete Collection. Scooby-Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery, original movie. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Monster Matinee TV episodes. Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. Scooby-Doo and the Pirates. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Merry Scary Holiday Volume 4. It says you get 4 fantastic adventures right there from the TV show. Scooby-Doo meets Batman. That's awesome. I love that. Scooby-Doo Abracadabra Doo, the original movie. Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword. Scooby-Doo Carnival Capers. Scooby-Doo Route Scary 6. Hold on a second. Okay, just a couple left here. We have Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. And the final one, Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you watched it all the way through, leave a comment below and just put hashtag Hanna-Barbera. And that kind of lets me know that you're actually watching these videos, and I do appreciate that. Also, one more thing before I go, I want you guys to check the link down below for DMan85. Go subscribe to his channel. He's a really nice guy. He leaves so many good comments, and he's very supportive, and I just want to make sure that I send some people his way. And thank you, DMan85. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.